We got a little headband, bell, a hat, more of these bracelets, homemade sticker. Like I said, the gingerbread and bell are only here because I only have a little bit left. Then I have this. It's kind of like a black and white theme box. Then we have this. Then we have black and white heart. My gloves are not working anymore. Let's see if I can find like a dark one. And I may or may not add a drawing. We will see. Depends on if people want drawings. And a bracelet. And a miniature 3D. Now if you want something bigger, you can pay for the bigger ones. Long way. Ready to go. Blue hat and a green hat. An adorable little bell. 2 of these bracelets. 3D miniature project. Keychain. Gingerbread man. Let's get one out of here. A leaf, just some more pendants, and ta-da, already packaged, ready to go. Blue hat and a green hat. An adorable little bell. 2 of these bracelets. 3D miniature project. Keychain. Gingerbread man. Let's get one out of here. A leaf, just some more pendants, and ta-da, already packaged, ready to go. We also have little pendants that are a little kitty cat, a little random one, and a U one, and a leaf, and a handmade hat. And I may add a drawing. We will see. Then we close it all up. And we're ready to go. Today we are talking about Evil Thing by Serena Valentine. This is a book that I'm going to be talking about on my podcast. But if you're on my YouTube channel, you get to see my cosplay version of Cruella. Something I just threw on to review the book with. Puppies. But we'll get that part of the story soon enough. Puppies. We'll get that story soon enough. You may think you know this tale. A happy young couple whose loyal dogs a litter of 15 perfectly spotted puppies. And the woman determined to turn them into a perfect spotted fur coat. So determined that she stole every Dalmatian puppy in London, bringing the total of dogs to exactly 101. But who is that monster, that scene stealer, that evil thing? Before the car crash, who is the woman behind it all? Before the car crash, before the dog napping, before furs became her only true love. There was another story. This is the story of Cruella de Vil in her own words. Even the cruelest villain have best friends, true love, and daring dreams. After all, nothing is as simple as black and white. The newest novel in Serena's darkest fantasy villain. So, it starts off with Cruella being a little girl. It's kind of crazy. I suppose I could start my story here in Heck Hall, where all my marvelous plans were born from the darkness, but I'd rather start from the beginning, or at least close enough to give you an idea of what makes me tick. Sure, you know the story of these puppies, whose wretched Dalmatians and their insufferable owner, Roger and Anita Darling. And then I'll give you the last quote of the book, because I'm not going to read you the whole book. That'd be insane. Okay. Whatever caused Corella's descent into darkness and delusion more, I can't stand the idea of her being locked away in Heck Hall with her most hated childhood servant. Of course I realize the beastly lemon could never be released, but does Cruella really deserve to live the rest of her days locked away without a single person who loves or cares for her? Isn't that how she became the woman she is? Maybe you won't agree with me. Maybe you won't think she deserves just a bit of happiness, but I called Miss Pritchard, her old governess, and I told her about Corella's circumstances, and she generously agreed to come help care for Cruella. She arrived on my last day in head call, and she looked exactly as Cruella had described, just a little older. I could tell Miss Pritchett still loved her, even after everything Cruella had put her through. I can tell she still saw Cruella as a sad, lonely little girl, and as a part of me that does as well. In the end, everything isn't always as black and white as the markings of Dalmatian puppy, even for an evil thing like Cruella de Vil. Sincerely, Serena Valentine. So, here's my thing. It's okay. I think if the movie Cruella didn't come out when it did, this would have been better. Like, for me to read it. I think this probably came out before then. Let me check. Dedicated with love to my dog, Goozer. Copyright 2020. Designed by Alfred. Printed in the United States of America. Adapted in part from the Disney film 101 Dalmatians, copyright in 1961, Disney Inc. So with the movie that just came out, it kind of contradicts a couple things, but I gotta say, I like the movie more than I like this book. Her mother is just downright rude. I wouldn't be surprised if she's related to the evil stepmother, jeez. Which is another book of hers that we'll read. But holy cow, like, her mother was just rude, ignorant, snobby, and was like, you can't have friends who aren't royalty, my darling. You need them to have status. And it's like, really? Are you kidding me right now? It just drives me crazy. And then, of course, Cruella. She goes from, like, wanting to be her mother's girl and doing everything for her poor mom. And she loves her dad, but her dad, sadly, doesn't really make it. But she inherits everything. I'm not going to spoil the whole book. But Dad, really, lady? And the whole obsession with the spotted coats is actually to make her mother a fur, because her mother was the one who gave her her first fur, and she was the one who started the whole thing with the fur, which I think is crazy. And yes, this wig is based on the Cruella movie that I got during Halloween, because it was perfect for my puppy, my pirate dog Halloween costume. But it's just so weird that, like, I prefer the movie. This one just makes Cruella seem crazy. Like, all of a sudden she does a 180 into, I want to make fur coats out of dogs. In the movie, at least, she used fake fur. And I think she just thought her mother would enjoy this? Question mark, I don't know why. And her mother thought she started going crazy. Also, these jade earrings were given to her father, but they were found by a pirate and may be cursed, and I wonder if they go into Captain Hook, because she does have a Captain Hook book, but I have not been able to get my little paws on it. Cruella is my least favorite villain, probably because she hurts animals. Except for the new one. The new one I like. The one that actually tries to hurt real animals, I don't like. It's not even like a good villain. It's like a I can't stand you, I detest you, go away type of villain. And then when I watched the new one, I was like, oh, okay, she has a more interesting story. This just makes her seem crazier. Like, crazier than any other version I've read. And it is so bizarre, because all of a sudden she does find love, and then he just, it's such a mess. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of these books or not. I really like to rag on them, but at the same time, like, they give you an idea. Like, there's a few that I got that, there's this one book that I don't think she has a backstory right now, which is Mother Gothel. I think that's her name. Rapunzel's kidnapper, who she called Mother. And I don't think she has a backstory. But I also got the one for Cinderella's evil stepmom. And I want to get the other ones if I can find them. I think she has one for Captain Hook. She has, oh, I have Ursula. I know she has Ursula, Captain Hook. I got the Beast. The Beast is just a whole different story. Dang, dude. Like, no wonder why she put a curse on you. Jeez. What you did to her was just messed up. But I also, because some of them tie in together, I'm not reading them in order, which is probably weird. But I wanted to compare this Cruella to the new movie. And I kind of just picked whatever one I wanted. I mean, it is interesting. I would say give it a read. If you like Cruella de Vil and you want to hear a backstory, it's kind of a very interesting backstory, I guess. I mean, I prefer the movie version, like the Cruella version of her backstory. But if you want to see her completely go crazy and mad and just take a 180, this book would be great. If you just love the villain of her and not like the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, good, a likable, that bad villain. She's just crazy in here. And, you know, I bought all of her books. I'm gonna, well, not all. I'm gonna buy probably all of her books and read them for y'all. But I switched books for now because I'm not reading a Disney one right now. I'm reading a different one. So I figured I would take a break and then read another one. And the book I'm reading right now is called We Always Lived in a Castle. It's, you'll get a thing. Okay, so this wig is driving me crazy. Yes, I'm taking my wig off. If you are on the podcast, you wouldn't know this, but I'm wearing a wig. Oof. Stay, wig, stay. But I'm getting a shower after this, so my hair staying in this weird bun thing is fine. But yeah, also you can check out my TikTok and my Instagram because I did like a little Cruella de Vil nod. And also, I will give you information about Cruella de Vil. Oh, and also, you could check out my kids' podcast to see more of the information. Okay, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to probably put all the Cruella information on this one too, which will make this extra long, but I'm debating. I'm debating if I should make extra long or not. We will see. I hope y'all enjoyed. So, we're going to cut my earrings. And now we're going to shape them the way we want. We are shaping this little circle into a cuter circle. Now we're going to shape the mouth. Little mousy mouse. And anyway, you're going to color in. We're going to shape the sloth. Why is this coming up?
Block has two distinct meanings.
I didn't ask you.
As a noun.
I didn't say Cortana or Siri or anything. I was talking about sloths. Weird. Just so very